Alright, it isn't at the high water mark, but it is backing up a little. Got that backhoe over there working. See if I can get some video without dying. I wish, gotta walk this shit to really video it. Right now everybody's going, stop, you're making me puke. But I got sandbags, and out of all the days, a day that it was just kind of an afterthought, there was other people there, so I really didn't do any video or anything like that. I was kind of thinking, let them have their privacy and knock themselves out, you know what I mean? So anyway, we will check this out. Alright, I'll catch you up in a minute. Alright, you can tell how high that water was last night when it was smoking it through here. And I guess I should have pointed that out yesterday, because I was kind of figuring everyone would kind of know. But what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is start sandbagging down here by these rocks, which means I've got to come across the trail through here and then start doing sandbags down low. Then I want to come over. I'm not trying to do anything right here. I ain't trying to stop any water. All I'm trying to do is to not have that water hit up as high and churn that bank out, because once it starts churning that bank out, then instead of the bank being right here, then it's right here, then there is no bank and it's all washing down the creek. So anyway, that's the plan. I don't know if it'll work, but I'll show you once I've got it done. Alright, I forgot to show you guys. I got 21 sandbags. Took me about an hour to fill them. And so next time I go down there, if I'm alone, then I'll show. But the bags, they're just in a barrel, and then there's just big piles of sand there, or a big pile of sand there, and it's all free. The county's provided it, and anybody that can use it is welcome to it. So we are going to plug along and see what we can do to try to save this road, because the alternative is right over there at the bottom of the hill, and it goes on this side of the creek all the way out. Problem is, when we get rain, see those big black marks? That's where rain has washed off. Then it comes pouring down and it washes that road out. Michelle, she paid $10,000 to have this road put in, and the guys that did it, I could have done this with my four-wheeler and done a better job. They raped her, but she really won't do anything. What happened is, this was her brother's place, and he was down here by the creek dicking around in 2014, had a heart attack and died half in the creek. Then finally somebody wondered where he was, and they found him. So his sister, which is Michelle, she got the place, and she let her ex-husband live here, and all he did was run it into the ground, sell shit that wasn't his. It's a mess. But when she comes over, all she can do is think of her brother. Hey, I understand that. I mean, it's hard for her, so anyhow, it just kind of is what it is, and they've talked her in to taking this culvert out. That way the beavers can do whatever they want to. The only problem is if the beavers back this up and it floods out, every place down below can sue the shit out of her. Colorado state law is you cannot obstruct the flow of water, and you have to keep it free flowing. So it's one of those catch-22s. You can be an animal lover and a tree hugger and all that tofu fart and fairy shit, but when it comes down to it, I would hate to lose a place like this. I mean, it's run down toward a shit, but I would like to have it simply because it's just under 100 acres. Shit, it goes all the way up on top of that hill and over the hill. And it goes all the way past that little knob. That's where the fence line goes up over. Then it comes back halfway up the hill on the other side. And goes almost, well, it goes all the way over to there where I had my game cameras. Alright, anyhow, I got shit to do. I'm rambling. Later. I will say one thing. That storm front, we're supposed to get lightning thunderstorms tonight and then snow tomorrow, but hopefully you guys can see that high water mark and come over here and kind of show you. Like I said, I'm not trying to do anything except keep that bank from eroding out. I figure as steep as this side is, it doesn't need shored up like the other side. But if this water keeps dropping, what we'll do is try to get a couple of bags underneath those, move that bottom row down a little. Then if we got to go get more bags, we got to go get more bags. But like I say, it only took me about an hour. I would have kept filling them, but the first time I did this, I hauled 38 bags and I was riding wheelies. A half-ton pickup, just 70-pound bags. It doesn't take too long before it's riding wheelies, but like I say, all I'm trying to do is stop that from just keep eroding out and see what happens. But this cold front, the high water line is, you can see the dark where it's undercutting the bank, and then you see where the dirt looks dry. That's your high water mark. Just in case anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about. I think everybody that watches me is pretty familiar with my redneck terms, but it's slowing down, and that's a good thing. See, here's a good look at how high it was. You know, and you're gonna have ground seep too, to where a little bit above where the water's at's just going to saturate and climb up. But that's got to be a good surface foot low, well, lower than it was at the peak yesterday when it came down. I would have to watch yesterday and see how high it was on that culvert. But if this keeps dropping, and the reason I didn't try to get closer to the water. I sank when I stepped off of that culvert. That ground is soaked. And so I'm kind of thinking if that gives me a chance, what I will do is try to get a bag right below those ones, and it's pretty rocky right there, so I really wasn't too worried, but I would like to seal that up just a little bit. But I kind of think that's going to help prevent something. Hey, even if it's wrong, it's better to try something than not do a damn thing. Alright, I got 4 more bags. Hopefully I won't stroke out and go through the pipe and all that cool shit. And then I'll show you after those 4 bags are going to go. I've got the 2 right here, then the 2 across. I'm going to put the other 4 bags right there. And then see what happens. Tomorrow I want to look at it while it's cold and see if we can do something right underneath. I don't like how that bank, that's going to let water come under and cut it. And then if that cuts, that's going to let those bags just tumble. We don't want that. But anyhow, keep on keeping on, I guess.